Hey folks, welcome back. Got a great recipe today. It's a spicy cabbage detox recipe. It's a soup and it has turmeric and ginger in there. It's a good way to cleanse your insides, and it's really great for meal planning. That's what I did. Hope you give it a try. As always, I have the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions on the comments. Let's get cooking. Let's have fun. Let's go. Hey folks, here we go. This is spicy meadowlark bush cabbage soup. It's turmeric, ginger, cayenne, meal prep friendly. The flavor profile: smoky, slightly spicy, bright from the vinegar, deeply savory and satisfying. This is gonna be my dinner for the week. I'm gonna put it in each serving in a mason jar. So I'm excited about this one. So let's get going. For the base vegetables, we're going to do 1 large green cabbage. We're going to do 1 small purple cabbage. Then we're going to do 1 large onion diced, yellow. Then we're going to do 3 carrots sliced. Then we're going to do 3 stalks of celery, right there. And they're going to be sliced. Garlic, 4 cloves, minced. I might do a little bit extra. And 2 tablespoons of ginger grated right over there. For the spices and heat, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of the turmeric right here. Then we're going to do the cayenne pepper. Where's the cayenne pepper? Right over here. Then we're going to do the 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Might put a little bit extra of that. Half a teaspoon of the black pepper. That's important for your turmeric to help it get activated. And 1 teaspoon of the sea salt. And then for liquids, you're going to do 14.5 ounces of crushed tomatoes. I got that right over here. I have a bigger can, so I got to get it down a little bit. Then we're going to do the 8 cups of the low sodium vegetable broth or chicken broth. I did chicken broth. And 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to do 1 juice of half a lemon at the end. Here's a fresh lemon right there. And then for the optional proteins, this said you could use shredded rotisserie chicken or a cup of white beans or chickpeas. I'm doing 1 pound of lean ground beef. It's going to be brown first. And a tablespoon of olive oil. So what we're going to do for this amazing recipe is in a large Dutch oven, which I don't have, or a stock pot, which I do have. We're going to heat the oil over medium heat. We're going to add in the onions, carrots, celery, saute for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then we're going to add a garlic and ginger, cook for another 1 minute until fragrant. Then we're going to bloom the spices. We're going to add a turmeric, smoked paprika, cayenne, and other spices. And stir for 30 seconds. Then we're going to add in the cabbage and liquids. Then we're going to stir in the cabbage and crush the tomatoes and broth. Bring to a boil, then reduce to simmer. Simmer uncovered for 25 to 30 minutes until the cabbage is tender but not mushy. Then we're going to add in the protein if using. And like I said, I'm going to brown the turkey separately. And then we're going to brighten it fresh. Turn off the heat, add the apple cider and the lemon juice. Taste and adjust with salt and spices. All right, folks, let's get going. This is a fat burner. Let's go. All right, let's start building the base. But while I'm doing that, I'm also browning the turkey. I did put some spices and some extra hot sauce on it, because I like it spicy. But that's browning right there. And I got the oil heated up, and we're going to go ahead and put in the chopped onions, carrots, and oh my gosh, and the onion, carrot, celery. Get them going. And we're going to do this for, what are we going to do? We're going to saute for about 8 minutes. So So I'm just gonna toss that around, get that nice and sauteed. Look at those beautiful colors. Trying to get a heart-healthy dinner that's gonna help me lose my weight. I got a challenge to lose a lot of weight. I have a reward if I lose the weight, but I'm talking about what is it now? 25 pounds I have to lose. I've already lost 8, but losing 25 pounds more. And I'm going to treat myself, I think, to a Discovery Cove adventure. I've done it one other time, and it was an amazing experience. But it's a big challenge. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be fast. But I'm challenging myself. All right, and here's our turkey browning up. And I got this for about another 7 more minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, let's go ahead and add the spices. I already added in the ginger and garlic. I didn't record that, but I added that in. Get that all in there. And then we're gonna let it sit for about cook in for another 30 seconds. While I'm doing that, you can see that my turkey's nice and brown. Got my liquids ready to go. The smell is wonderful. Holy cow. All right. Now we're gonna add in our cabbage. It looks like it's a lot, but it should melt down nicely. So much. Go over here, boom. 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 All right, that's good. The cabbage in there. Okay, I got a big enough pan. Oops, not using my hands. Now I gotta still add in the rest of the green. Add in the bread. And add in the liquids. It's gonna be okay. Liquid's already going down. That's okay. Add in the red now. Making a mess over here. Let's clean this up. Put this in here. There we go. There we go. Gotta be careful not to overfill it. I feel like that might be happening now. So I'll kind of stop shortly. Alright. A little bit more red in there. Feel like we got enough in there. Alright, get this down. It's already breaking down a little bit. There we go. Let's add in our tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. There we go. Eight ounces, and each container has approximately 4 ounces. And let's get more in there. Make sure the cabbage is off the eye. We don't have any heat issues. All right, let's do our there we go. Now we're gonna stir in the cabbage, add the crushed and broth, crushed tomatoes and broth, bring it to a boil, and then reduce and simmer. Simmer uncovered for 25 to 30 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and get going. Let's wait for it to simmer. Let's go, folks. All right, here we go. It's been 30 minutes. You can see the soup is nice and beautiful looking. I'm gonna add in the brown turkey. It's important that you brown it before you put it in here. Oh, let me just add that in. There's one. There's two. Oh, this beautiful brown turkey. This could easily be a vegetarian one if you decided to go with the beans. But I wanted to get different proteins in there. I wanted to go with the turkey. Alright, got that in there. Gonna mix that around. And I'm looking forward to this. Gonna be a nice change. I'm trying to eat lighter dinners. Like I said, I wanna increase my calorie burn. The foods I'm eating, I believe this might be a step in the right direction. So let me give this a taste. You can see the turkey, the tomatoes, the onion, the cabbage, the celery, a little bit of turkey. Oh, it's hot. It's good. Good and spicy. Alright, folks. I really appreciate you watching. And as always, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be in the comments. And remember, believe in yourself, keep cooking, and let's go!